Can you hear me now?
Yes, great, great. I can hear you now. All right. So all right, so you can see the chat now or
Yes.
gotcha. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. There'll probably be a few people joining as we go. I was trying to give them a little more time, but I am recording, so I'll send them the audio clip. So several people elected to just receive the recording because of the time conflict. So we will get started. You still with me, Crystal?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. All right. So if y'all could, since we got all right, if you want to go ahead and post what business you're in the chat section. That way, I'll keep that in mind because the good thing with like the smaller groups, I can kind of focus a little more on your specific business as far as when I deliver the content. But just either post what business you're in or what business you're looking to get in if you're not already in business. And that way, I'll keep that in mind when I'm using a lot of the examples. All right, now are y'all familiar with Reverend Ike? And you can post in the comment section or in the chat. Like, are y'all familiar with Reverend Ike? Ever heard of that name before? Okay, no. So Crystal, you never heard of him. Ashley, you ever heard of Reverend Ike? IKE. Okay, so, all right. Sorry, I'm gonna put his name in the chat. Reverend Ike. All right. And what he is now, I'm more spiritual. He was probably the first personal development coach, or personal development / prosperity preacher. So before TD Jakes, before Creflo Dollar, very balanced guy, very conscious, very in tune, very much spiritual versus religious. All right, so he has some really good affirmations, and we're gonna get started by saying an affirmation. Or I'll read two of them that resonate with me. And what I would like to ask y'all to do, just in general, what you want to do is adopt affirmations that you use daily to empower yourself. All right, like if you can see behind me, like I'm actually at my business trade school. It's a 2-story unit. I got motivation pretty much like all over the wall. Like one of the sessions I'll do basically like a little tour. But I have motivational posters like pretty much all the way up the staircase, in the salon and facial area downstairs, all throughout the restrooms, bathrooms, motivation everywhere. So you want to keep yourself energized, motivated, and inspired. So I'm going to read two affirmations from Reverend Ike. All right. So the first one goes, I see God multiplying back to me all of the money that I use, give, or circulate in any way in a never ending cycle of increase and enjoyment. So and I'll read it again. He actually, instead of saying spending money, he'll say you circulated money. So it's just a different way of thinking about using the resource of money. So he never says, I spent X amount of dollars. He said, I circulated it. Sorry, I'm going to read that again. I see God multiplying back to me all of the money that I use, give, or circulate in any way in a never ending cycle of increase and enjoyment. All right. And then let's see, I'm going to do two more. All right. Next one is I must become that which I say I am. Therefore, I boldly declare I am rich. I see it and feel it. I am rich in health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and money. All right. And there's one other one that I really think would, okay. All right, here's another one. I am divine royalty. I deserve all of the goodness of God. All right. So I believe that for myself, and I believe that for y'all. So you want to adopt affirmations to keep you inspired, motivated, educated, and all that. So, all right, what the session we're going to be doing today, or the class, is going to be lead generation. So I'm going to basically show y'all how to turn leads and friends and followers into leads and sales. So pretty much we're going to monetize our social media presence. All right. So all right, to start off, I'm going to just talk about some myths about making money online. All right. So it's kind of a myth that your family and friends will support you, or a preconceived notion. Like most people that get into business, they think, okay, well, my family and friends are just going to automatically support me. I'll tell you, that's a myth. That's usually not the case. So, especially when you're dealing with online, like making money online, so off your social media, most of the people that'll end up supporting you, you probably won't even know. All right, they're gonna be total strangers, and in this case, I just convert them to these are your uh, internet angels. We'll just call them that. All right, so they might be people you never have a conversation with, never have a serious dialogue with, but they'll support you just as fast or way faster than friends and family members that you would assume would otherwise support you. All right. So don't like so if, and we'll get to the part where I tell you how to build your pages to where you have a lot of total strangers, and this part will make sense. All right. So another myth is that you have to be passionate about your business to make money. All right. So that's a 100% total myth. Most of the businesses that I've owned previous to the last 4 years, I had no passion or purpose with that particular business. It was all profit based. So I've made a couple $1,000,000 in businesses that I had no passion for whatsoever, wasn't connected to my purpose. It was just what I call a profit-based business, meaning it made dollars and cents. That's it. So that's a myth. So regardless of if the businesses y'all posted that y'all are in right now, if it's not your passion or purpose, then that's cool too. Now I will later direct you towards businesses that you can start in addition to having profit-based businesses, passion-based businesses. Your highest calling would be your purpose-based business, but it's not a prerequisite to be passionate about any business you get in to make money. So that's why I'm going to teach you strategies I use to make money online using social media. And in this case, it's businesses that I wasn't particularly passionate about, but the profit still came in. All right. Y'all still with me? Absolutely. All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is target market. All right. How much do y'all know about target market? If you can give me 2 sentences, just post what do you think a target market is. Now I'm going to give you my personal definition that'll make it even easier to identify and to use and apply versus just knowing what the phrase is. All right, so let me see what y'all know about target market. And you can post like a sentence, or you can post a phrase or whatever. Just give me what do you feel a target market means, or what does target market mean to you? And then I'm gonna give you my personal definition. All right. So Ashley says the target audience that you are trying to attract could be age, gender, socioeconomic status, etc. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I'm gonna give you the difference because you actually brought up a different term. So all right, you got target market and then you got target audience. So I'm gonna explain the two. And y'all, I'm gonna send y'all a guide after we finish, but take notes. How it works is, all right, you'll hear it from me first, then you're writing it, and then I'm also gonna send you a copy so you'll actually read it too. That way it'll stick to you. So I'm gonna do a lot of examples, a lot of explaining. So even though it's recorded, I would still take notes. That way you kind of reinforce it in your mind. All right. So, Crystal, you want to take a shot at what do you think about target market? All right, now the section we're about to go over now is probably the most important part of like the lead generation, because if you don't understand target market, it would be like being blindfolded and throwing a dart at a dartboard. So like, but you're expecting to hit a bullseye, but you're blindfolded. So I was always told you can't hit a target you can't see. So we're gonna take the blindfolds off and we're gonna identify the bullseye and throw the dart at that. All right, so Crystal says, I think about your ideal client, the people that resonate with your message. Okay, all right. So both of y'all are, got a pretty good idea of what it is. And I'm gonna give you my personal definition that'll kind of make it even clearer. All right, now Ashley, sorry, you got target audience and then you got target market. So I'm gonna go ahead, since she brought up target audience, I'm gonna tell you the difference between that and target market. All right, now target audience is usually used when you have another party involved that you have to go through your target audience to reach. So I'll give you an example. If I was selling products to children, all right, then they would be the target. So if I was making products to sell to children, they would be the target market. Their parents would be the target audience, meaning they have to hear the message because they're the ones going to pay for that product, but it's actually made for children, which would, in that case, be my target market. Now, for every product and service doesn't have both. That's why I only mentioned target market. But since Ashley brought it up, that's the difference between the two. So you only use your target audience if you have to speak through them to get to somebody else. So I'll give you another example before I give you my definition for target market. Sorry, target audience would be, okay, say I got a fiance and you're trying to sell me a wedding ring or sell her an engagement ring. All right, so I would be the target market, meaning I'm the one that's gonna pay for the ring. She would be the target audience that you would speak to, meaning you would market to her to get me to buy the ring. So I'm the target market, she's the target audience. So I'm gonna spend the money. She's gonna basically deliver the message to me, meaning, Ashley's diamond company has this really cool engagement ring. So that means she's seen your message somewhere in cyber world or heard it on the radio or seen it on a flyer. So that means she was the audience, but I'm the market, because by her hearing it, she's not gonna buy her own ring. So that's when you would use target audience and target market, meaning she hears the message, that's audience. I'm the market, meaning I have to pay for it, right? All right. Now, my definition for target market, just so it's clear. So like I said, in most cases, you're only going to deal with target market. You won't have to deal with target audience unless you're relying on somebody else to spend their money, all right, or deliver the message, all right? So your target market is going to be any person or business that most likely wants or needs. And let me know if I'm going too fast. So any person or business that most likely wants or needs your products or services, and here's the big part, and that can afford it. All right. So it's not enough for them to want or need your products or services, but they should be able to afford it. And most people miss out, like they don't add that part. So target market. So we dealing directly with sales and lead generation. So your target market is any person or business that most likely wants or needs your products or services and that can afford it. That's the target market, right? All right. Type in the chat section, okay, if you got that definition, and I can move on. All right, so Ashley got it. Crystal, you got it? Got it, okay, good deal. Now, if y'all have any questions, just post it in the chat. All right, so we got the definition for target market. All right. What y'all want to do is, are y'all using a tablet? Like, do y'all have a notebook taking notes? Or are y'all typing? Because that'll determine how I'm going to say the next section. All right. Ashley said yes. Nope. Just put, all right, in the chat section, just put, okay, writing in my notebook. All right. So, yeah, I definitely encourage you to use a notebook. All right. So, on this, all right, in the same area where you just wrote the definition for target market, write down in the middle of the page, write down customer avatar. So just write customer avatar. All right. And then underneath that to the left, you're gonna write down, I'm gonna give you 4 sections, and you're just gonna write them down, 4 phrases, you're gonna write them down going down the page. So you're gonna write customer avatar, skip down to the left, and you're gonna write age, race, gender, occupation. All right. So age, race, gender, occupation. All right. And this is how we're going to identify our target market. All right. When you got that, just say got it in the chat section. All right. So remember customer avatar. Then you're going to skip down age, race, gender, occupation. All right. Everybody got it? All right. So, all right. Go back up to age. All right. So when you're identifying your target market, meaning we're drawing a customer avatar, which is the same thing as we're just drawing our customer on paper. All right. So in the age area, you want to write a note. I usually use a 10 to 20 year spread to determine the age. All right. So we'll take, let's see. Let me look at the businesses we got. I'm a fitness business as well. All right. So we'll take Crystal's, not Crystal's business. All right, we'll take Crystal's business. All right, so I'm in the fitness, say I'm in the fitness business and I'm trying to identify my target market. I'm gonna use a 10 to 20 year spread. All right, so I might in the fitness business, since I'm 40, I would say my target market would be. And remember, when you're looking at age, keep in mind the definition, and this is why I give you the definition first. The people or businesses that most likely want or need your products or services and that can afford it. So the afforded part. So just say if I went below age 20, guess what? Most high school, most high school people, freshmen, sophomores in college, probably don't have as much disposable income. So I probably wouldn't target them as much as I would other people. So I just say if I'm in the fitness business, all right, my target market would either be probably 25 to 45, or I might even go up depending on my age. Just say, as an older instructor, I might go up either 30 to 50. So you want to use a 10 to 20 year spread on your age, but keep in mind the and can afford it part. So people that most likely want or need your products or services and that can afford it. So just say in fitness, most people under 25, we'll say with the exception of some women, most guys feel like, okay, well, I'm in great shape. I can just go play basketball, do my own thing. So just keep in mind also the product or service that you're pitching. So when you do those 10 to 20 year spread, keep that in mind. All right. So next we got race. So we said age, race, gender, occupation. So all right, race is important when it comes to your target market. For instance, all right, I have my own product-based company, and it's basically like the black version of Avon. All right, so I sell products made by Black people for Black people. So when it comes to race, guess who wouldn't be on my target market? Anyone that's not melanated, just because the products that my people make are for melanated people, meaning the people I target are melanated people. So race does matter when it comes to certain products or services. So in that section, I usually use percentage. So I just say if you might have, all right, just say in the fitness business, any race could be in your target market, unless you're specifically targeting a certain demographic or a certain race. All right, so just say if race doesn't matter, what you want to do is break it down into percentages. So all right, out of 100%, you'll say this percentage, this race, this percentage, this race, this percentage, that race. So I just say if we was dealing with black, white, and brown, all right, and you're black, just say you might say 60% black, 20% white, 20% brown. So you want to break that part down into percentage. All right. All right. So you got age, race, gender. All right. Gender does matter with certain products too. All right. So same thing with gender. I usually use percentages. Now, when you think, all right, also be specific, meaning, okay, if you specific, like just say if you have a women's organization, that's going to be easy. 100% women. All right. But if you got a business or product where you cater to men and women, unless you specifically want to focus on one or the other, just break down out of 100%. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be based on the network, because I'm going to basically tell you how to build a new network, meaning a new Facebook, a new LinkedIn page, if unless you're already doing business on from your personal pages. So most of the information we uncover is going to be dealing with what you're putting out there on your personal pages, and I'll tell you why. Business pages are more opt-in, and we'll get to that a little later on. But when you do it from your personal page, it basically allows people to see who you are as a person first, and then you actually just sliding business in there. So it's a little more indirect than they go to your business page, it's all business. But they also have to opt in to go to your business page. Whereas with my strategies, they're gonna be already on your page, and then you're basically putting your information out there. So based on what we cover in this target market, a lot of y'all will be either creating new Facebook pages and LinkedIn pages and IG, which is not a bad thing. So I have 3 Facebook pages. So I got a total of 13,000 friends on Facebook. Got 2 IG pages. I have 28,000 friends on LinkedIn, and I'll tell you how I got this. So all right. So going forward, the strategies I would implement on your personal pages. So I just say if your day job conflicts with your business, then that's even a good excuse to have a new page, because this is where this is where you're going to get the best interaction and the best results as far as monetizing your page. Great. All right. So we got age, remember 10 to 20 year spread, race out of 100%, break down the demographics of people you want to target. So meaning whether they're already on your network or not. After we finish this section, I'll tell you how to use this section. So you will be adding. All right. So we got age, race, gender. All right. Occupation. All right. So in this particular section, you're going to write down titles of the type of people. Now, always for each section, keep in mind the definition I gave y'all for target market. So, right, the people or businesses most likely to want or need your products or services and can afford it. So, right, on the occupation tab, you want to write down all the titles of the different type of people that would want or need your products or services and that can most likely afford it. So I just say, Crystal, let's see, you're into law. I thought that's, no, that's Ashley. Sorry, Ashley, you got a law firm, right? All right, we'll pick up Crystal. All right, since we already used her fitness as an example. All right, so I'm in the fitness business. All right, and I'm looking at what occupations I should write on that tab as far as potential customers. All right, So I would put down, and like keep in mind, write this down. MVP. All right, MVP, and that's going to stand for most valuable payers. All right, most valuable payers. And I got that from Leslie, a coach named Leslie, like really, really good coach. I was like, I like that. I'm going to use that in part of my session. So MVP. So by occupation is right now MVP, which stands for most valuable payer. All right. So MVP, most valuable payer. All right. Titles. So if I'm in the fitness business, the titles I'm gonna write down for occupation. All right. I'm looking at who would pay me the most money. I would put down nurses because they can afford it and they need or want what I offer. So I would put down nurses, executives, business owners, and it can be business owners in general, or you can be more specific. I would put down professionals, and you can be specific. Professionals would be doctors, lawyers, administrators. So what you want to do is write down a few titles of people to most likely want or need your products or services, and that you feel can afford it. So I just gave you some titles for potential customers for the fitness business. All right. Now, once you, and I would write down like 5 to 10, and I'm about to show y'all how to use it. All right. So based on what we wrote down in the target market section, age, race, gender, and occupation, those are the type of people you want to add to your network online and offline. So online, if they're not in that occupation, that race, that gender, and of course, some platforms are post age. With that, it'll be more, you'll have to kind of look and guess. I mean, you can tell somebody that's closer to college age, closer to, okay, they probably got responsibilities, a family, salary. So you can kind of gauge based on their profile picture on age. But as long as you're in a 10 to 20 year radius, you can kind of hit it close. But based on what you wrote down for age, race, gender, occupation, those are the type of people you want to add to your network. All right, now I'm going to be more specific. Most people wait until they get a friend request. All right, so I'm going to tell you the difference and write this definition down. There is a difference between social media and social network. Social media. All right, social media, media keyword. Media means fun, games, and entertainment. Fun, games, and entertainment. So that means if you're a business owner or entrepreneur and you're on social media for fun, games, and entertainment, hopefully you're already rich, because you are not going to make a lot of money if you're on there for fun, meaning this is play around, to be entertained, or if you're on there to play games. So I always look at it as social network, networking the key word. And this is where the definition applies. Your network, people on your pages, people around you offline. So your network determines your net worth. All right, your network determines your net worth. All right, what makes that statement true? If you look back at that section we just created, your target market, if you added those people, so just say you added 100 people that would most likely want or need your products or service in the fitness or the law industry, guess what? And then they start seeing your social media engagement, which we'll talk about, your posts, which we'll talk about. All right, and then they started purchasing services and products, then your net worth is going to increase. So that's how your network, social media pages, determines your net worth, because if they spend money with you, your net worth is going to go up. So you want to look at social networking versus social media. Yeah, I might still say social media, but trust me, in my mind, anytime I mention that word, I'm still thinking social network, because I've been making money off social media pages since MySpace, meaning MySpace was out, I made money off of that. The very first year I got on Facebook was 2006. Matter of fact, to be exact, August 2006. I was in college. I had an event planning company. I had just started. Only reason why I got on there, my business partner, he's a Kappa. He was like, look, man, Facebook, this is where you need to be at. This is where we can market our parties. So immediately I switched into marketing mode. And I was like, okay, my goal is I need to max out my page as fast as I can because it's free advertising, free marketing, free promotion. So from August to probably mid-September, I was adding. So when I say add, that means you add the people you want on your page versus waiting on a friend request. So all the people we put in occupation, those are the people you either find them in Facebook groups, which is the easier way. So I just say, if I'm looking for people that would most likely want fitness products or services, I'm just going to go to health groups and fitness groups. And then guess what? I'm going to look at the friends list, and then I'm going to add all the people that I want in my network. So that takes out the guesswork. So you're all right. This is how you want to add people. You want to add 25 to 50 every day on your LinkedIn, on your Facebook. And this is to your personal pages. I've been doing this for years. That's how I end up with 28,000 friends on LinkedIn, 3 Facebook pages. My clients that take this one part serious are the people that reach 6 figures in less than 6 months. All right. So I had a young lady in Austin, Texas. Right after this same session, lead generation, she added her MVPs to the tune of you can either do 25 to 50 a day or 50 to 100. She wanted to make money fast. So she added 50 to 100 people to her LinkedIn and her Facebook page, like added her MVPs. All right. In this case, she was in the cleaning business. So all right, on LinkedIn, and this is the trick to adding them. All right, on LinkedIn, at the top is a search box. So you can literally use that search box just like you use Google search. So all right, if you're trying to add your MVP, so I'm gonna use the cleaning business since I brought up the young lady who reached 6 figures. She actually was the fastest to reach it. She did it in 1 week. All right, in 1 week, she added 50 to 100 people on her LinkedIn page and Facebook. And then by the end of the week, she had $8,400 a month worth of clients. She got 4 medical facilities and 3 high-end condos for a cleaning company. How she got it was, all right, she listened and applied. She took action. All right, so on LinkedIn, you go to the search box at the top. All right, so since she had a cleaning business, I told her, all right, what you want to do is add your MVP. So she added, so in the search box, she typed property managers in Texas. And she was more specific, Austin, Texas. That's where she lives at. So by adding property managers, there would be people over apartment complexes, high-end condos, so on and so forth. All right, she put that title in there, property managers in Austin, Texas. All right, then underneath the search box on LinkedIn, she just clicked on people. It brought up a list of everybody with the property manager title. So it takes out the guesswork. You can find your target market. So remember, even the Bible says, seek and ye shall find. Waiting on somebody to send you a request is too passive. You want to speed up the process. So if you're not, I'm teaching these strategies because most people don't advertise. So I'm teaching you how to level up even if you don't advertise. But you have to be at least aggressive online, meaning seek. So when I say add your target market, that's the same thing as seeking. You're gonna find them, add them. So, all right, back to the search box. All right, so first she added one of her MVPs, property managers in Austin, Texas. It brought up a list. She clicked on add. So she sent 25 to 100 requests to them. All right, then the next day, she added medical office managers. So, all right, so you either want to add the person, which would be the decision maker, or you want to add the gatekeeper, meaning either the person that could could hire you or the person that can influence somebody hiring you. So in this case, in the cleaning business, they use both. So sometimes you go through the gatekeeper, sometimes you can get directly to the business owner. So I just say back to the search box. All right, so one day she also added restaurant managers, restaurant general managers in Austin, Texas, medical office managers in Austin, Texas. So she basically each day added 25 to 50 or 100 some days of her target market. All right, meaning either the decision makers that could give her the contract or the gatekeepers that can influence the decision makers. All right, now that's one part of it. Now we're going to get to the next part, which will be later on when we talk about crafting your elevator pitch. But for now, you want to add the right people to your network. So I talk about marketing the same way. It's similar to fishing. So I just say, in this case, your pond would be your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your IG, like your social media platform. All right, the fish would be your target market, the ones that you want to catch, right? So I just say if you want to catch salmon, all right, and you own the pond, so that means you're adding the fish to the pond, then you're gonna add salmon in the pond versus catfish. All right. So by identifying your target market, those are your fish. All right. Your pond is your LinkedIn and your Facebook. You're gonna add, meaning seek them out in Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, IG groups, and directly using the search box, putting their name in there, and then whatever city you're in, like just say, if you want to be specific to the city you're in, just say this title in Columbia, South Carolina, in wherever. If your business is virtual and it doesn't matter, then you can just put the title in, and then everybody with that title, whether it's book author, coach, consultant, whatever your title is in occupation, put those in there, and then it'll just do a national search. So you can be specific or you can be indirect. However, you're going to add the right fish to your pond. So that's your network, your pond. You add them, then it'll make sense when you're posting about fitness. If you got people in your pond that's interested in fitness, or if you're posting about law, if you got people that resonates with, like, okay, I might need this and this type of lawyer, right? So remember our definition of target market: the people or businesses that most likely want or need your products or services and that can afford it. All right. So we got customer avatar. All right. Now write this. This is the section after customer avatar. So I'm going to tell you how to qualify a lead. All right. Ashley. All right. You said so. So we have.
I have a lot. I'll just say it. I have a lot of people that reach out to me. Some people that I know, some people that I don't know. And it's basically, of course, through social media. Now, with the 25 to 50 people a day, should I just go ahead and add them because they've reached out, or do I need to search their kind of research them for a little bit to see whether or not they fit the target market?
All right. If you want to make money, I would stick close to my definition for target market. So people that most likely want or need your products or services and they can afford it. So if you feel like they might want or need what you got, then add them. Now, like I said, I got multiple pages. So just say, all right, if you're on your first page, yeah, okay. If you want to just add random people that send you a friend request, who knows? They might convert, but long as you know the majority of the people you want to add that most likely want or need your products or services and that can afford it. So when I'm coaching female entrepreneurs, I get a little more in detail with them, because you will have guys that add you, oh, she looks good, oh, she got a nice picture. Listen, unless, like one lady said, unless you want to flirt through Cash App, if you can't convert them to a paying customer or they ain't gonna send no money, I wouldn't add them. Sorry, if they don't fall in your target market, me personally, I wouldn't add them. Now, once you get, your page like you want, so just say if y'all on your first page and you got less than 5,000, you want to fill up the rest of that page with people in your target market. Because of the algorithm, Facebook only allows 20% of the people to actually see your post. So technically, even once you get 5,000, only about 1,250 people actually see your post. So that means you want to be really particular about who's on your page if you're trying to make money. Now, if you're on there for fun, games, and entertainment, social media versus social network, and then you can do however. Now, just say, okay, being balanced or neutral. Yeah, okay, you want to probably have a certain amount of people that you do know on your page. On your first page, then you do want to at least have 60 to 70% of your target market. Your next page after your first page, I would go all business. So your first goal should be max out my first page. That next page, all business. So if I'm doing fitness, people I'm adding is people that look like they need a coach, look like they want health tips, look like they might buy health apparel. Like I'm adding all those people on my next pages. Now LinkedIn, it allows you more people. So now this is more specific for Facebook. So LinkedIn, you can be a little more liberal because like you can have, thousands of friends on there, and their algorithm doesn't limit it. But in order to get to get your money right first, I would still add my target market. Then if people send me a friend request, yeah, I'll accept random friend requests. But as far as the people I'm adding every day, I'm adding my target market, like the people I'm seeking. All right. All right. So how to qualify a lead. So that's going to be the next thing we're going to talk about. All right. How to qualify a lead. So what you want to write down is 3 different types of qualifications. So you got a cold lead, you got a warm lead, and then you got a hot lead. All right. So you got a cold lead, warm lead, and you got a hot lead. All right. All right. So a cold lead is, remember, based on our definition, my definition for target market, people that most likely want or need your products and services and can afford it. So a cold lead would naturally be somebody that don't want to need what you want, what you're selling. So they don't want or need the product you're selling. All right. So cold lead is they don't even, want to be bothered with what you're selling, right? All right. So a warm lead is they actually want your product or service. They just can't afford it. So that would be a warm lead. So somebody that does want what you offer, but they just can't afford it. All right. Now, for the warm leads, write this in the notes. All right. For the warm leads, those are the people you want to have a follow-up system for. So if they say, yeah, girl, I like, that outfit, you're selling, or that fitness coaching business or that program, but I can't afford it right now. So you want to have a follow-up system. All right. In the marketing world, we call it a CRM. CRM, which stands for Customer Relationship Management Tool. All right. CRM. I'm going to give you a free one that I use. Now you can go to your app store in your phone, whether you got an iPhone or Android, and you can put in the Play Store, just put free CRM. All right. And you probably heard that term before, but I'm going to tell you that. So for warm leads and follow-ups, you want to use a CRM because if they say, I want what you got, I just can't afford it today, you want to know, okay, well, when can you afford it, or when should I follow back up on it? All right. So most likely it's usually, all right, the next payday, the beginning of the month. However, you want to put that date in your CRM as an alert so that they can call you, so that you can follow up with them and close the sale, right? All right. So for warm leads, meaning people that do want what you got, they just can't afford it right now, follow up with them, and you use the CRM, plus you might even use your regular calendar. That way you know how to when to follow up with them. So most people lose sales because they don't follow up. And sales gurus will tell you the same thing. They don't follow up. All right. So a hot lead, that's where you want to, the ones you definitely want to get the most of. But warm leads are good too, because they'll eventually convert. So a hot lead is, I want what you got, whether it's a product or service, and I can afford it right now. So a hot lead is, they have no restrictions. They want what you got, and they got the money, they're ready to go. All right. So hot leads are ready to go. Now, the thing you need to know about hot leads is, okay, what is your closing process? So if somebody say, hey, Crystal, I like what you got. I got the money for it. What's next? So, and usually first time entrepreneurs get the deer in the headlight, look like, oh shit, they said yes. So what now? So that's when you want to have your payment methods in place, meaning you want to be very universal. So I just say most people use PayPal. Now you got Cash App, you got Zelle, Stripe. Stripe is a big one. STRIPE, and that's where you can accept payment through credit card, debit card, whatever. You can send an invoice. It's a free platform that anybody can sign up for. And actually, a lot of the people that do like just say digital products, because I use them, I use Stripe. But I do have the other merchants too, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. So with your hot leads that's ready to go, you want to make sure your sales, your closing process is in place to where you can go ahead and close the sale. So usually, I just say, if you're pitching your service and they're a hot lead, meaning they're ready to go, they're gonna wonder, okay, what's next? You need to know what's next. So what's next is you ask them, okay, what method would you like to pay? So since we're dealing online, to say somebody inbox you, yeah, I like what you got. What's next? You want to find out what method do they pay with it. Now, sending them directly to, like, just say, if you're not, what you wouldn't do is say, hey, look, go to this link first. If you never talk to them, especially if it's a high ticket item. So if it's like a high ticket coaching program, fitness program, legal services, you want to probably try to get them on the phone and manually do the transaction. Now, if it's a small transaction, once you see how they're going to pay, how they want to pay, and if they got any more questions, because most people, the difference between a sale and no sale is, hey, I got a few more questions. All right, so they might want to jump on the phone with you. So this is the reason why big companies have call centers, is because they know you close more deals over the phone. So if you got anything, we'll just say any program, product, service over, we'll say over $100, because we're Black, so we should know how to market to Black people. Most Black people ain't just gonna send you any money over $100 if they got questions. So they probably gonna want to get on the phone before they just start sending money. So you got to be prepared, like I said, in your closing process, to either jump on the phone, or whether you're messaging them back and forth until they satisfy as far as the questions or reserves they have. Then you say, okay, what method would you like to pay, or send them to a link. But you want to make sure you answer all their questions first. Now, if this, let's see, I'm not sure if it's coming. All right, so if this session closed out, we'll continue on the next session on a whole new recording. But I'm gonna talk until it finishes. All right. So you got cold leads, warm leads, hot leads. All right. We talked about a CRM, which is customer relationship management tool, and you can download it directly to your phone. That way, you got all your follow-ups in your phone, and you get the alerts in your phone. That way you don't miss any sales. All right. All right. So the next section we're going to talk about is market segmentation. So you want to write down market segmentation. All right. If you've heard of that or not, just say yes or no in the chat section. If you never heard that term before, market segmentation. Say yes or no. That way I kind of know where y'all at on that. All right. Ashley says no. All right. All right. Okay. Crystal said. All right. Okay. Sorry. Right now, market segmentation. All right. Sorry. Market segmentation is basically price variation. So I'm going to kind of give you a better example. All right. How many people heard of Gap, Old Navy, Banana Republic? That's the perfect example of market segmentation. Meaning most, all right, and this is going to be really true online because they're going to be going off your visual and your audio content to determine if they want to do business with you. Sorry, market segmentation meaning you have a different level to match each income. All right, so we'll say low, medium, high. Sorry, Gap. All right, no, for instance, Old Navy. All right, they have low end products or low prices and low end products. All right, and guess what? They cater to low income and college. All right, then you have Gap. All right, they have medium prices, medium quality, and they cater to medium income and college students. Then you have Banana Republic. All right, high prices, high quality, and they cater to high ticket clients. All right. How many people knew all three of those companies are actually owned by the same umbrella company? And that's why I use them as a perfect example because that's what they did. So you got XYZ umbrella company and they own Gap, Old Navy, and Banana Republic, but most people don't know. But see, they cater to different income brackets and they cover it, low, middle, medium, high. So just say you want to create what you call market segmentation for your products. Now I'll give you an example in real time and did in the digital world. Sorry, low, medium, high. That would be going from an ebook, e-guide, all right, ebook, e-guide, and any industry can have an ebook or a guide. All right. So it'll be going from low, meaning, okay, there's a price sale anywhere from, we'll say, $5 to $40. All right. Then middle would be like a digital, like an e-course. So we'll say a course or a video course. All right. And that might sell anywhere from $40 to $97. All right. And then your coaching or consulting, meaning you're a little more hands-on, a little more energy versus intellectual property, that could be your higher end price or your high ticket item. So you can pretty much do market segmentation with products and services. So in the services field, so whether it's coaching or consulting, that would be like, okay, 30 minutes costs this amount, hour costs this amount, 2 hours costs this amount, right? So you have something for everybody. Now, in the case of being in the digital world, your ebooks, your guides will actually save you more time on your low end because that means you're using your intellectual property or something you already created. And this is why they call it passive income. So if I create a video course or an ebook or a guide or a course, I create it one time and I can get paid over and over. So that could easily be your low or medium price product because you already created it. So even if you sell it for $9, okay, a year in and you done sold it 1,000 times for $9, but it only took you an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to create it. That's passive income. So I would create as many passive income streams like that as you can, because we are in a digital world. So you want digital products. All right. So that's market segmentation. All right. Another component, all right, we're going to talk about that will help you turn friends and followers to leads and sales on your social media sites is going to be your elevator pitch. All right. How many people have an elevator pitch already? Just put yes or no in the comment section. And then I'm going to give you my version of an elevator pitch. All right. Elevator pitch. Okay. All right. Sorry. The thing you need to know about elevator pitch. So this would be the elevator pitch section. All right. And it looked like they just extended my time. So all right. So elevator pitch. All right. Usually an elevator pitch is going to be 3 minutes or less. So 3 minutes or less. All right. In this elevator pitch, so 3 minutes or less. In this elevator pitch, what we're working on is, how many people heard of the know, like, and trust factor? The know, like, and trust factor. All right, write this down. So you got the know, like, and trust factor, meaning people generally buy from people they know, like, or trust. So you can use that phrase interchangeably. Know, like, and trust, or know, like, or trust. But people generally buy from people they know, like, or trust. So just say, and it's still consistent with strangers supporting your business, because they don't have to know you. They might like you, but they don't have to. But if they trust you, that means a stranger can trust you and buy from you. All right. So the know, like, and trust factor, that's what we call it in marketing. So people generally buy from people they know, like, or trust. So in your elevator pitch, what you're trying to craft is the know, like, and trust factor. So you're basically trying to tell people who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. All right. And I'm going to give you an example. Of an elevator pitch and show you how to craft it. Crystal. All right. So do you have your elevator pitch on hand? Was that yes? All right. Crystal, you said you do have yours on hand? All right. So, okay. And Ashley, you said you do not have an elevator pitch? Okay, you do. All right. Miss Smith, do you have an elevator pitch yet? Oh, actually, we worked on yours together. All right. So so everybody got an elevator pitch. So I'm gonna just kind of go over the basics. So just say I usually start off my elevator pitch with my name is, and then I'll say the full name. All right. Then after I say my name is, all right, just say my name is Timothy Simpson. All right. Then next I would say, now, all right, so that's the node. We're telling about the person. Then we're gonna start talking about the company. All right. I'm gonna just use my cleaning service, for instance. All right. I am the owner operator of East Coast Facility Services. All right. So next, all right, now here's the trick. With the next part, when you say I am the owner, operator of, all right, if you're in a nonprofit or a charitable organization, you wouldn't say owner operator, you would say founder. All right. If you're in a service-based business, then you're going to say owner operator. That is more hands-on. All right. So if you're in a service-based business, you'll say owner operator. If you're in a charitable organization or a nonprofit, then you'll use founder. Like I am the founder of, and then you'll say your full company name. If you're LLC, you'll write LLC at the end. All right. Then your next sentence, now we're going to try to get more into credibility. So depending on what industry you're in, you'll basically use your credibility. So just say if you're in the fitness business and you have a fitness certification, a fitness degree, then you mention that. All right. So you're gonna mention your credibility after you say your name, like my name is full name, my company, I am the founder or owner operator of my company. Then next we're gonna get into credibility. So any certifications, any degrees that are relevant to the business you're in. All right. So it needs to be relevant to the business you're in. You mention that next in your elevator pitch. All right. Then after that part, we're going to talk more about your company. All right. Even if you're a solopreneur or a sole proprietor, next I would say we instead of I, because now you're talking about team, you're selling perception, because most people want to feel like, okay, well, yes, you got support, you got a team. It's not just you, whether it's your spouse is your support, you got 1099 employees, whoever. We're just gonna make a play on the word. So we're selling perception. So next I would say we, and then just say if you specialize, you can mention that. Sorry, just say using my cleaning company. My next sentence would be, we offer professional and affordable commercial cleaning services. And then I would say, like if I specialize in something, which in my case, I specialize in floor care. So I would say, all right, let me go back. Sorry, we offer professional and affordable cleaning services. And just say, all right, if you have time in the game, in the industry, the business you're in, anything over 5 years, I would mention it. Sorry, this is how I would mention it. In my case, I've been in the cleaning business since 2001. I got started early in college. So in my elevator pitch, it would say, we have been providing professional and affordable commercial cleaning services for 20 plus years. All right, so that's part of my credibility. Then I would add, we offer the following services. And then I'll list 3 to 5 of my services. All right, if you got products, you would list 3 to 5 of your products. Now, the reason why we're crafting your elevator pitch, so remember all those people that we added on our LinkedIn and our Facebook from the target market section? So adding them is that's one step, like one half of the coin. All right, to make a connection, now you have to send your elevator pitch. So you don't want to just add all these people and they still don't know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. So if you add 25 to 50 one day, all right, then they're going to be adding overnight. The next day, you want to go back to them and send your elevator pitch. All right, so that's why we're crafting your elevator pitch. This is what's going to help you get the money. And you probably get hit like that on your LinkedIn or in your Facebook inboxes and didn't even think like, okay, yeah, I might have ignored this person's elevator pitch. But guess what? They're sending it because somebody's spending money with them. So the young lady I told you about earlier that reached $8,400 a month worth of clients within a week in the program that I was coaching her in, she did exactly this. She added her MVPs. The next day, after each adding, she sent the elevator pitch, and voila. Some people was responding. Obviously, she got $8,400 worth of clients. So I do this all the time. So I teach this. So she just learned and applied. So just say in December last year, December 2019, on LinkedIn, me personally doing the same strategy for my cleaning company. I added property managers. I added my MVPs, property managers, plant managers, restaurant owners. And then the next day, I sent my elevator pitch to them. Like, my name is, I am the owner operator, everything I just told y'all. A young lady responded. She was a property manager here in Columbia. That one respond to my elevator pitch was worth $60,000 a year. So I got the event planning. I got the painting and cleaning contract for the apartment complex. Just doing exactly what I just told you. All right. So it works. if you work. So anything will work if you work. So that is, so if you ever look back in your inbox and be like, somebody just sent me their pitch, you might have ignored it, but when you do, because remember, marketing is a numbers game. Even when you cold call, they tell you you might have to call 10 people, hear 7 no's to get 3 yeses. So all right, we're just all right in the cleaning business. All right, just say using them same numbers. 7 no's, 3 yeses. Those 3 yeses could be worth 1,000 a month per yes, 2,000, 3,000, 4, 5. Like, so those 3 yeses could be worth anywhere between 3,000 a month and just say middle contracts and cleaning is about say 2,500. So we say if 3 of those yeses was 2,500, that's $7,500 a month. I just picked up in new clients by having my target market and sending them my elevator pitch, by adding them and sending my elevator pitch. All right. So other things that you can add to your elevator pitch would be any notable client. So just say if you got any celebrity client, any notable building that you do business with, any partners, all that can be part of your credibility. Because remember, you're trying to establish the know, like, and trust factor. Now, the better your elevator pitch is, the more responsive those inboxes, you'll get, feedback as far as sending your elevator pitch in the inbox. All right. Another thing you can do with the elevator pitch, if you're not shy, you can actually do a video recording. All right. So you're going to still send the text, but you're going to also send a video recording saying the same thing as your elevator pitch. Because remember, people learn and consume information differently. Some people like text, some people like video, some people like audio. So I get my clients to send the the written copy and a video if they got it. If not, you can at least send the written copy. Now, the trick to not working so hard, all right, so just say back to your MVP list on your target market. If you're adding all of the same type of people, like title, one day, or one or two of them one day, all right, then you're going to send your elevator pitch to them the next day. Only thing you're going to do is copy and paste. So you're just going to copy that script. And then if they're all realtors or all fitness people, then you're just going to copy and paste. All right. All right. So other things you're going to add to your elevator pitch. So remember, we're establishing who you are, what you do, and how you can help. So you want to ask a question at the end of your elevator pitch. So once you tell them who you are, what you do, how you can help them, end it with a question. And that's what's going to stimulate or generate the conversation. So if I'm in the fitness industry, my question might be, have you reached your ideal weight? We'll just say something easy like that. Have you reached your ideal weight? Or now, when you're dealing with women, I guess you got to be a little more sensitive. All right. So you probably wouldn't say it just like that, but you might say, so you probably clean it up a little bit, because I know, women are probably going to be a little more sensitive about certain questions. But you want to ask a question that'll basically get a yes or no answer. That way you can tell them more about what you do and potentially get them on the phone to do a free discovery call or a consultation. So the goal of sending your elevator pitch to your MVP is not for them to go to a link and sign up for the services. You want to basically try to get them on the phone. So the goal is, all right, when you ask them that open-ended question, you create a dialogue, but ultimately you want to get them on the phone, because remember, your elevator pitch is only less than 3 minutes. It's not going to be a lot of verbiage, but you're going to be specific in it, but you want to try to close the deal on the phone. So you basically just warming them up, letting them know, like, the know, like, and trust factor in your elevator pitch, but ultimately know that you're probably going to have to get them on the phone. Now, if it's a low ticket, like one of your digital products, this and that, you might could, once you ask them a question, they say, hey, look, yeah, I'm interested in a fitness fitness guide, you might get this. All right, then you probably could send them a link. But just say if you're trying to sell $1,000 fitness program or $1,000 legal consultation, you're gonna want to get them on the phone. All right, that way you can kind of tell them a little more. You can answer their questions, and then you can close the deal. All right. Does anybody have any questions about how to use your elevator pitch or your target market before we move on? All right. And you can take your audio off if y'all want to talk, because usually this session is like usually more interactive. Like I want you to ask questions, and I just give you exactly what information you need based on the topic we're on. So if y'all want to ask questions as we're going, you can just unmute it and go ahead and shoot it out, because chances are everybody might have the same question. All right, go ahead, Ashley.
Well, with my business, of course, like you said, state my name, my firm, and in addition to that, the practice areas. A lot of times I see myself having to almost change it up depending on the type of person that I'm speaking with. I get well, I'm not gonna say dumbing it down, but almost to the point to where they can actually understand what I'm saying.
Okay, and you said with your elevator pitch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, with your elevator pitch. All right, now let's gonna talk about this in the next section. With your elevator pitch, depending on the person you're sending it to, like your MVP or your target market, then you want to customize it for them. So, all right, the script I gave you, and I'll send y'all, it'll be in your guide. So just say if you don't get exact every note, all the notes, it'll be in the guide that I emailed you. So, all right, in your elevator pitch, yes, you customize it for the people you're sending it to. So, all right, just like it's a difference between sending it, all right, to a doctor and a lawyer. So, all right, if I'm doing fitness for, let me see. All right, what products and services do you have, Ashley?
I'm an attorney.
Okay, what type of attorney?
Personal injury, criminal defense, family law.
Okay, personal injury. All right, so all right, personal injury. So all right, your script is gonna be different from criminal law. So all right, just say like in my elevator pitch for personal injury. I just say if I'm adding people. Now, all right, in your case, you want to go after business. All right, and that script will change for business. All right, so I got a friend in Atlanta. She owns 5 chiropractor offices. One of her biggest lead generators is 1-800-411-PAIN. So instead of targeting individual target markets, so your MVPs would look more like companies like 1-800-411-PAIN. Like whereas he already spending like millions of dollars on advertising. Matter of fact, my first tire shop, they on Broad River, they got a billboard right on top of my tire shop. At my tire shop, we pay $1,880 a month rent. He pays $2,000 a month just for his billboard. It says 1-800-411-PAIN. So right, your target market would be like, okay, how do I get with companies like his that subcontracts out legal services for personal injury? Or, all right, so look at other companies that would most likely do an intake, and then they'll basically distribute those customers out. So you want to go out there like companies too, and see if we was doing a one-on-one session, like I could like really dig into like your specific business and make it more specific than general. So I'm trying to think off the fly. But so your MVPs should be companies like you'll probably do a lot of companies. Like when it comes to personal injury, all right, in the criminal part, all right, so one of your MVPs would be bail bonding companies. So so like look at not the individual, but the companies that would get a lot of those individuals. And then that way you're getting the big fish. You don't have to consume all the small fish. The big fish will keep getting you more and more fish. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So and then like I said, your elevator pitch will be tailored based on them. So if you're sending it to somebody that deals with criminal injury or criminals, then you're gonna say I specialize in criminal defense. So if you send it to somebody and it's about an accident, you specialize in represent people that have been in accidents. So yes, your elevator pitch will be customized based on who you're sending it to, and then they're the keywords that correspond with that language for that industry.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Okay,
Anybody?
Mr. Tim. Oh,
All right.
it's Monica.
What's going on, Monica?
Okay, I was asking a question about my insurance business. Everything is already laid out for me based on the companies, but how do I generate the leads for the people that may need the services? Because what it is, we offer whole life, and the maximum we do is $30, but just get the clients that need our service that want some coverage. The
Okay.
thing,
Well, you jumped on a little late, so I'm gonna do. Remember, we got a one-on-one session in person. So
okay, just wait on that. All right.
Forward, yeah, I'm gonna kind of keep it going forward, but yeah,
Okay.
we'll.
All right, no
Yeah,
problem.
like you missed the whole first part about the type of people you have, but we'll get you straight. All right, Crystal, did you have any questions about target market? All right, we go.
No, I think I'm good. I guess, for me, with having two separate businesses,
Yeah.
trying to, I mean, I guess now what you were saying about maxing out the pages, I guess what I need to start maybe a separate page, for each of my businesses, as far as like Facebook, how you were saying about just adding certain people.
Yeah, I would. Now you can also do Facebook groups and Facebook business pages. I'll tell you the difference. Now, I like personal pages. I think you can do more sales on your personal page. Now that doesn't mean don't have a Facebook group or business page, because I got all of them. I just do more of my engagement on my personal page because it's that's where I'm most consistent. Sorry, in your particular case, Crystal, yes, create a Facebook group page. With the group page, all right, the difference between a group and a business page is business page are opt-in, meaning you can't just add people to the page. You got to send an invite. A Facebook group page, you can just add people and then they'll have to delete themselves. So all right, in your case, all right, fitness, add all the people that would most likely want or need fitness tips or training. And then if they don't like the information, they can delete themselves. But, and then see, how you want to do is all of y'all with your content. So, all right, you got your personal page, and then just say everybody got a Facebook group and business page. You just recycle your content. So it don't have to be organic content on all three pages. Whatever you post on your personal page, copy and paste to your Facebook group page, copy and paste to your Facebook business page, copy and paste to your LinkedIn. So you just recycling information. Now, we humans have a really short attention span. They said actually less than a goldfish. Goldfish is 3 seconds. So you definitely want to recycle information. You don't have to do organic all the time. Like at most, I would create probably 2 weeks worth of original posts, and then so I just say week 1 and 3, the information will be organic. I mean original. So I'll do 1 and 3, and then week 2 and 4, it'll be what basically recycle information. So like you don't have to like have 30 days worth of new content, which we'll get into different types of content. All right, so
Okay.
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I said okay, thanks.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely. So if you got multiple businesses, I usually try to give everything their own at least group and business page. Now, when it comes to your personal page, then yeah, you all right. Just say a couple of days out the week, you might focus on this business. The last few days, you might focus on this business. However, you want to give both of them enough energy to where you can make money. Now that means you're gonna have to add. So all right, for each business, just like each product or service, they have their own target market. So a target market is not one size fit all. Even all right, just say for Ashley in the law firm, your target market is going to be different from injury to criminal. So that's why I gave you the definition for target market, because that's going to change from product to service, even within the same business. So people that say, all right, this is my target market for my overall business, don't understand what a target market is. Because even within a business, all right, just say I got a retail store. My shea butter target market is going to be different from my toothpaste. Toothpaste, okay, that might be for any and everybody. Shea butter, like we said before, white people don't use shea butter. So guess what? They wouldn't be the same target market as my toothpaste. It's going to have its own unique target market. So each product and service actually will have its own unique target market. Some of them, like I said, will be pretty consistent or the same, but they'll change from product to product, service to service. All right. All right, let's talk about optimizing your profiles. All right, since we're trying to make money off our Facebook, LinkedIn, IG, YouTube, all the social medias, you want to optimize your profiles. So, all right, Crystal, for instance, if you got multiple businesses, all right, this part that we're about to talk about, optimizing your profile. All right, so if I'm a fitness guru, fitness instructor, my profile picture and my background should reflect that. So this is why I say you might end up creating multiple pages, because you want each page to reflect basically what you're going to be talking about and what you want people to perceive you as, and how you're going to get money from people through these through your Facebook and IG, LinkedIn, through your different social media pages. So your pictures, profile, background should be consistent with how you want people to perceive you. All right. So if you're in the fitness or legal field, okay, your profile picture should be accordingly. That's why most people kind of put a big emphasis on headshots. I've even used flyers, business cards as my profile pic. Background, that's just like a little extra marketing. But however, the pictures and photos you post on your page should be consistent with the message you want to deliver and how you want to be perceived. All right, your bio, your profile bio should be consistent with how you plan on getting money. So if you want to make money through fitness, all right, your profile bio should be pointing them to you as a fitness instructor, to one of your products in the fitness industry. Like, you want to utilize every component of your page to where it points to you as the guru in the field that you want to be seen as the guru in. That way you can get the money. Now, I usually do a call to action, and we'll talk about a few different forms of call to actions in my bio. So like, just say, for legal services, call this number or visit this website. If you need help reaching your fitness goals, call, or you see where I'm going? So call or visit this site. Sorry. So you want to customize your picture, your profile picture, your background picture, and your personal bio. And this is why I said, all right, if you only got one page, all right, if you want to do that as your personal page and start another personal page as your business page, I would do that, because you want to, if you want to make money online, remember, social networking, not social media. So you're not on there for fun, games, and entertainment. Even though, like I said, I mix it up on my pages, but that's why I don't have my personal picture as my profile picture, because it's not about me. I'm giving out value, and so I give value. My customers value me, and they pay. So that's why I don't even make it about me. Now, in y'all particular industry, it's all right for your profile picture to be on there, because if you're a fitness instructor, okay, they want to see you working out. They want to see you in your, workout clothes, blah, blah, blah. That's consistent with your industry. If you're in the legal field, okay, they want to see the balance scales. They want to see, blazers. They want to see different things that point towards you being in the legal industry. Background, picture, all that. All right, like I said, your profile part, you want to make that more like a soft sales script. Like, basically telling them who you are or what you do and pointing them to either calling you or visiting your website. And that's just something where sometimes it'll be hit or miss, but it's consistent with optimizing your profile to monetize. All right. Write down this. These are different call to actions. All right. All right. Call to action would be starting with words like this: read, download, call, click. All right. So actually write this down. Like we'll do call to action. We're gonna say 3 steps. All right. The first step is start with an action word like read, download, call, or click. All right. Your second step is gonna be create a sense of urgency with the word, like today, now, or in the next 24 hours. So we're just trying to speed up the process. And you can actually incorporate this in your profile part. All right. The third step is tell your audience what is in it for them if they take the action. So tell your audience what is in it for them if they take the action. So I just say in my bio, if I got call today for my free fitness guide, and then I got a number, so that would cover all 3 steps. All right. So that's an example of a call to action and an optimized profile. So even with your post, all right, so what y'all gonna do is with that elevator pitch, once a week, you want to post your elevator pitch on all your platforms. Since you're gonna be adding new people, guess what? They're gonna need to know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. So that's when you're gonna post your elevator pitch on your pages. Now you can add a flyer, or if you want to add a picture, that way it's consistent with, okay, this is who I am, this is what I do. But also you want to add a call to action. So that's why I gave y'all those 3 steps. So you're gonna post your elevator pitch once a week, and that's gonna be for the people that don't probably know you, because everybody don't interact with you on a daily basis. So to say people you added 2 years ago, they might have forgot what you do, who you are, and how you can help them. But if you post your elevator pitch once a week, either attach a picture or a flyer, and then make sure you do a call to action. Like you directing them towards something, right? I usually do direct posts, meaning if I'm trying to find out, like test the waters and see who's all on my page, what they might want to generate leads, I might say, okay, how many people on my page or who on my page needs help writing a business plan? Question mark. So I just ask a specific question. That's a post. Everybody that comment, and now I might say, all right, remember, we'll add a call to action. So I just did a general question. Who on my page needs a business plan, needs help writing a business plan? And then I'll say, comment me. All right. Everybody that comments me, that's a warm or hot lead. Remember how we qualified our leads. So since they comment me, all right, they would be out of the cold lead part, because now they either want and need it and can afford it, or want and need it and can't afford it right now. So it's either warm or hot lead. So ask general questions about your specific industry. So in the fitness industry, hey, I'll ask a general question like, who could use a fitness coach? Question mark. Comment me below. Everybody say yes. All right. Now those are the people, and like you don't have to give them the whole message in the comment section. You inbox them what you're trying to pitch to them, and then you just say check your inbox. And then that way you can copy and paste that message and then basically utilize it in the inbox without filling up your comment section. So you want to ask general questions based on the industry you're in. So I just say personal injury. I might ask a general question. Who knows someone that's been in an accident in the last week or 2 and could use legal representation? Comment me or tag the person. Guess what? you let the people interact and add to that. They'll start tagging people. Oh yeah, such and such was in an accident. They might need legal representation, or they might say me. Then you get on there in their inbox, and if you offer like a free consultation, you mention that, and you basically try to get the information. Like, all right. So just say when we talk about getting people on a call, you want their name, number, and email. Just really basic information. So name, number, and email. In the guide that I seen y'all, it'll talk about email subscribers, landing pages, email lists. So these are automation tools that'll help making money online a lot easier. So an email subscriber, all right, just say a free one would be a company called Mailchimp. So Mail Chimp. Now I started with them years ago, and then I graduated to Aweber. So I now use the email subscriber called Aweber. All right. Some websites got them built in, but if not, sorry, Mailchimp is a free one. Aweber it's pretty cheap. You pay every 3 or 4 months. It's not too expensive. And then you also got one called Constant Contact. All right. So those are probably the 3 most popular. Mailchimp, Aweber, and Constant Contact. And this information will be in the guide that I send y'all too. All right. Also, landing pages. All right. Landing pages are more popular than websites. First of all right, remember I told you humans have a short attention span. So people ain't thumbing through no 10-minute website, 10 pages. They're not doing that no more. That's why landing pages are so popular, and videos is because if you send somebody a link and they got to look through a 10-page website, you done lost the sale. Anything that requires work, like if you say, all right, go here, do this, and it seems like a lot of work, you're gonna start losing people. So hopefully you better have a good follow-up, like a CRM, or what you call a lead capture on your website, where off the top, before you lose them, you got their name, number, and email. So you want to look at lead captures, email subscribers, and yes, when marketers say email lists are important, the one thing I wish I would have learned early on in business that I didn't learn till later was yes, an email list is golden. Email lists are golden. Tyler Perry said after his first few years, like once he started popping, he didn't even have to really advertise, promote, none of that anymore because he had millions of emails. So with an email subscriber and you got an email list, that's just one message sent out to one, like a mass email, like to your list, because your subscriber will condense them. So you just send in one message, hit the button, it sends out to everybody. So he pre-sales shows years in advance based on his email list. All right. So remember, so just say some of those we'll say cold and warm clients can be converted to warm and hot if, like I said, you got a list to track them and you're following up with them. So with an email list, we'll just say in the fitness business, if you're doing offline workshops, online workshops, you want name, number, email. That way, when you do other workshops, you're just adding to that list. So once you got, I'll show you how magical email list is. So just say you got 1,000 emails. All right. So say either one of y'all create a digital guide, so an e-guide, whether it's on fitness or what you need to know about the law. All right, say that's $10. Say you're charging $10 for that guide. All right, you got 1,000 emails. All right, you put it in your email subscriber, you send it out. All right, send a flyer out for your guide to 1,000 people. All right, half of them buy, so that's 500 at $10. What's 500 times 10? All right, so that means you just made how much? $5,000 in one email list. and then that even can be automated, because if you got a landing page, whereas you got just the basic content, and then you got the ebook, like you got a what you call an email subscriber. That's why I mentioned Aweber. So you got your landing page, which is integrated, and this will be in your guide, which is integrated with your email subscriber. Then that means they'll come to your landing page, pay for the digital guide, and the email subscriber or email it to them. So that means you never have to touch the product. That's passive income. But that email list is what'll make it even more passive, because you got a list to send your promo out to, and then you already got an email subscriber and a delivery system to send that product. All right. Anybody got any questions on that part? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cover last, just like different tools and apps, which I've been kind of mentioning them as we've been going along. Then I'll let y'all ask any questions. All right, so
Before we move on, I have a question about the landing page.
yes, ma'am.
Now, is that something within a page? Like, say we create a website, or
Okay, no,
what
all
it?
right, write this down. Matter of fact, this is what we're about to cover now anyway. So, all right, the tools, all right, a landing page, I use Leadpages. The website is leadpages.net. So a landing page basically is like a short version of a website. So remember I said, since we're in a digital era, you don't really need you don't need websites like that no more. Like landing pages are really popular. So when people do IG and Facebook ads, what you're usually going to is a landing page. That's what a landing page is called. So you got, all right, so different companies that offer them. Now I use Leadpages, leadpages.net. All right, I pay $73 a month, and I get unlimited landing pages. Like I got about 30 landing pages. So all my different products and services, I got a landing page for them. But I got, through the service, I got unlimited landing pages. All right, and it'll track, like your site visitors. You can sell, and I'll have digital downloads on there to where it's passive income. Passive income setups. So all right, so leadpages.net, that's one company that sells landing pages, and it's user friendly. Like I'm not a tech guy, I've been paying graphic designers since college, web developers since college. But once I got Leadpages, I learned how to do landing pages, and now I can put together a landing page in probably 10, 15 minutes, like literally. So it's really user friendly, cut and paste, copy and drag. So, all right, so you got leadpages.net. All right, now the free one before that, I started using Mailchimp. And like I said, this will be in the guide I sent y'all. So Mailchimp is a free landing page / email subscriber. Then you got Leadpages. And then just say, once you get a little more technical or you need more services, some people use, what do you call it? ClickFunnels. All right, now you can actually, and I'll send a YouTube video that'll tell you the difference between Leadpages and ClickFunnels. But for the most part, Leadpages should be enough. Like it'll have templates, so it'll have a template already for legal services. It'll have a template for fitness services. So the only thing you're doing is kind of changing up the pictures and adding your content, but it'll have templates, like hundreds of templates that you can just plug into. All right, and it'll already have, and then you can, it integrates with like PayPal, so you can add your PayPal link. That way, just say you create a video course, you selling it or a guide, people will pay, then your email subscriber or send it to them. So yeah, landing pages is the way to go as far as making money off of social media, because it'll be easier to like point them to a landing page versus a website. They got to go kind of find out this, and that. Landing pages are short and sweet. Some of them have like you can have a template with a video, and you can replace the video. It'll be like a short promo video, and then a little bit of information, and then buy here. So like it's set up to where you close sales fast. So just give them enough information, little social proof, and then it asks for the sale. You want to ask for the sale. So, and like I said, sorry, landing page, like all this will be in the guide. Um, did I answer your question about it, Ashley? Or did
Yes, you did.
okay. But yeah, landing pages is the way to go now in this we'll say in this microwave era. Because you don't really have a lot of people time, so they're not gonna look, like long. It don't matter how pretty the website is. So I tell people like in this digital era, like you want to major in major things versus majoring in minor things. Sorry, I just said majoring in minor things would be like spending a lot of money on a website and having a lot of content on there, not knowing that we're in a digital instant gratification era where all of that is irrelevant. Short, sweet, to the point. So video, that's why videos work really well as far as promoting. Sorry, just all right. As far as social media engagement, all right, things that y'all want to post besides your elevator pitch. Sorry, you want to post videos, articles, and organic content that's relevant to your industry. And it doesn't have to be organic videos, organic articles. So just say in the legal field, you see a cool video on YouTube that's consistent with your industry, you can post that. That's part of the content that's going to come back to branding you as a guru, because that's what people are going to know you for talking about. So whatever your industry is, you want to talk and post about that the majority time on your Facebook. That's why I say if you need a separate page, I would do a separate page. So to say if you only got one page and you want to post, you know, more than enough about family stuff, food, stuff like that versus your business, then you might want a page for personal and then a personal page for business. Because like I said, you're gonna do more business from your personal page, but you got to put the business on there. So all my pages, my 3 Facebook pages are personal pages. I do numbers from the personal page. I don't even hardly post on my business page. I do enough from my personal page because it's more indirect. When they come to a business page, which means it has to be opt-in, meaning they got to come to your page versus your personal page, they're already on your page. They don't have to go nowhere. So if you're promoting business on your personal page, then that's what's going to get you more traction. Now, you don't want to just sell. That's why I said with your social media engagement, you want to post things consistent with the industry you're in. So it can be an article, a helpful tip, blah, blah, blah. It can be a video. It can be something funny. It can be something, kind of emotional. However, as long as it's consistent with the business you're in, that's considered social media engagement and content. And then you want to add whatever you can as far as your organic content, like, about experiences, because you want people to know that you know what you're talking about. So in your industry, post about what you know, what you went to school to learn, what you learned through your certification program. So you want to post your experience, expertise in your content. And then just say just say if you can, like I would aim to do at least 2 to 5 posts a day. So whether that's organic, video, articles, funny memes, for 2 to 5 every day. All right. Within those 2 to 5, then you can slide in your elevator pitch, your business promo, you see where I'm going? So you slide in the business because it's your personal page. So not sell. It's still your personal page. So you're talking regular stuff, but you slide in the business. All right. All right. Does anybody have any questions on engagement? Like on social media engagement?
No, sir. I'm about practically already doing everything you saying. Good information though.
I got you. So what business are you in, Preston?
I have a food truck and I just purchased a restaurant. We just walked in the restaurant now.
Okay. I bought a food truck and I got a pizza restaurant opening in Dutch Square Mall this month. Like this is my third third restaurant.
What
But
city you in?
I'm in South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm not a cook. I'm an optimist. So I've opened 6 brick-and-mortar businesses this year. So food truck, car wash, restaurant, liquor store. I'm in my business trade school now, and fireworks now.
So what do you do for the entrepreneur for insurance and the IRAs for retirement? What's a good recommendation for that? For a good recommendation
Oh,
for retirement for
well, see, I got a financial advisor, so IRAs, mutual funds. Now, SEP, if you're in, for business owners, SEP IRA would be like equivalent to a 401k for a job. All right. Now, in your, I forgot to mention tool wise. All right, just say pictures for your social media content, like Google Images, and most of the pictures are not copyrighted. So just say if you're looking for content to post for social media engagement, all right, go to Google Images, and then you can find content specific for your industry. So I just say Ashley in the or Krista in the fitness business. So if I want to post funny memes about fitness, just go to Google Images, search funny fitness memes, and then that can be part of your social media engagement. So anything that points to, okay, this is what industry they're in, when you start adding your business stuff, then it's going to be consistent with, okay, they're this type of person, like this is what they do, versus you posting on your personal page about family and all kind of social issues, which I do both, but I slide more than enough information for people to understand I'm a business coach and serial entrepreneur. So that's why I said, now you want to promote on your personal page and you want to add more content that points back towards you being the expert in your niche. Now, Precious, since you're in the food industry, you're going to obviously post pictures of people eating, like plates of your food, the experiences, like people coming to the line, um, testimonies, and customer referrals, prices. What you want to do with those is, if you're not familiar with Canva, it's an app. So just say, unless you got a really affordable graphic designer, you want to use the app Canva, Canva, to where a regular picture now could be turned into a flyer, a business promo flyer. So just say, I tell my clients to get either, all right, if you got clients that are not shy, get them to do a video testimony, meaning get in front of their phone. It can be really cheesy. It could be 1 minute. Hey, look, this is the experience I had with XYZ. Food was great, blah, 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 blah. They send it to you. Guess what? Now that's part of your social media engagement. You can share it on Facebook. You can share it on LinkedIn, IG. So you want testimonies, video testimonies. Now, if they're shy, I created what you call a textimony, meaning they just send you a paragraph on your phone about their experience. All right, then you can take that, put it in Canva. Now you got a poster, like a digital poster, that you can share every, other week. That way people see, okay, yeah, such and such like their products or services, or they did this video for them, they must like it. All right. Since we're dealing with making money online on social media, if you don't have a free Google business page, a free business Yelp page, then you're missing free referrals. All right. Because paired with your social media, free Google business page, free Yelp page, you can start getting your clients that you get off Facebook, LinkedIn, to basically go to your free Yelp page, your free Google business page, and leave reviews. Because what that does, all of it adds up to you having better SEO rankings. And that means search engine optimization. And that means the more traffic you got on your Facebook business page, Facebook group page, LinkedIn, you doing podcasts, like doing podcasts on your subject, and you want to seek out podcasts to speak on. So if you're in the legal field, seek out people that have podcasts that interview people in the legal field. You're in the fitness field, same thing. So I used to speak on 2 podcasts a week. What that resulted in was now I do about 15 paid speaking engagements for the last 3 years. Like I get booked at high schools, colleges, universities, organizations. But part of my social media campaign is I speak on a lot of podcasts. So either you can start your own or you can speak on other people's podcasts. And it's all content that you will have to share on your social media pages, which will bring people back to you as an expert or the guru in your field, right? All right. So any opportunities to get content, take advantage of it. So just like you at your restaurant, all right, if you got pictures of like customers interacting, even the startup process. So matter of fact, I'll have pictures of next week of me about to open a restaurant, my pizza restaurant, because it's all content that'll come back to me as a business coach. All right, so I'm actually gonna do a video recording the process of me opening a restaurant, and then it's like my post will be a direct post. Hey, who's trying to open a restaurant or start a catering business? Everybody that's at me, I'll get them as a catering client, catering coaching client, or a restaurant coaching client. All right, so that's how I just take the content.
I show them step by step now. I show them step by step on me, what I'm buying, what I'm doing, where I'm going, what the sales at, what to look at, the videos. I'm showing them step by step, and they are reaching out more to me for their interviews. For putting restaurants together. I teach food truck pros class also. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. No, well, we'll matter of fact, we'll get together after this. So all right, as far as generate, all right, like I was telling Crystal or Ashley, all right, since you're in the food industry, all right, naturally, all right, of course, on your IG, Facebook, you're gonna post about food, but you missed the section where we talked about target market, all right, because you weren't on the call then, was you? All right, so in your case, you all right, just say selling, all right, the day-to-day traffic is gonna come far as online, what you want to do on your social media page, you want to go after catering contracts. So you don't need to be going after the individual clients. Yeah, you're going to add the right people, which we talked about earlier on your social media, but you want to go after catering contracts, meaning businesses that hire somebody for their Christmas party, Thanksgiving party, New Year's party, anniversary party. That way you get one client and that can be worth thousands of dollars versus you trying to use a social media page just to sell a $10 plate. So your MVPs, which we talked about earlier, would look more like corporations, organizations. To say, I was in the Army, so the National Guard, they hire people to cater for damn near every weekend, all their events. So you want to go out to companies that hire caterers. So corporations, organizations, military. So you want that's what you want. Sorry, earlier we talked about adding your target market, meaning people most likely to want or need your products or services and can afford it. And then we talked about MVPs, most valuable payers. So it's not hard to sell a plate. You want to sell whole catering gigs. So you want to get catering gigs, meaning I want to get a gig where they pay $2,000 to $4,000 and they got 20 to 50 people versus using my time selling a plate at a time using my social media. So and I'll get with you on that because you missed the first section. But your MVPs would be organizations, businesses, military institutions where you can go one place and sell 50 to 100 plates at one time. All right. Anybody got any questions as far as tools or apps to use to convert friends and followers? And remember, you want to think social networking, not social media. So the idea is the friends and followers that you get on IG, LinkedIn, Facebook, you want to convert them to leads and sales. So yeah, some people you might be actually friends with and you might be family with. For the most part, the idea is to convert friends and followers into leads and sales. So that's how you want to think about those platforms. Social networking, not social media. So you're not on there for fun, games, and entertainment. You're on there to convert friends and followers into leads and sales. Now that's given that we all have good intentions. So yes, you're gonna give value. You're not just looking at it like, okay, I'm gonna get a sale. You're gonna give value to get value. So you give and give to receive. So giving value, that's part of your social media engagement, meaning whatever your industry is, you're gonna be doing the 10,000 hours, meaning you're watching videos, reading books, and then you're gonna regurgitate it on your social media. So that's part of your engagement. Okay, you read a book about fitness, outlined it. Okay, you should have a week's worth of engagement that you can give back. So you're gonna give them value. So I do believe in giving the most value. So whether it's quotes in your industry, food, fitness, law, finance, quotes in your industry, videos that'll be helpful to people, whether you create them or find them on YouTube, tips about health. So in the food industry, hey, you want to talk about herbs, spices, whatever that's value to the people. You want to share the memes, the posts, but you also want to slide in, hey, by the way, this is, what I offer, and I would like to make you a customer. So social, the more engaging you are on your social media, the more people will start to pay attention. And then, like I said, if you're adding your marketing and your promotions in there from your personal business, it'll all make sense. Okay, this is why this person is posting about food. She owns a food truck and a restaurant. Okay, this is why this person always talking about law or finance. They're a lawyer or a fitness instructor. So your engagement should be consumed with and consistent with the industry you're in. And you can pull from other places. It doesn't have to be your organic videos and content. You get videos from YouTube, content from Google, content from magazines. Now, even when you post the content, remember you can add your analysis or your feedback on the matter. So if you post an article about law, add your perspective to it, and then add a link or a call to action. Like, hey, if you got more questions about what to do when you're in a personal injury, add your information. That way they can call you. All right. So if you talk about a recipe, okay, mention that, hey, we make the best of whatever that is. That way they come back to you. Hey, if you got catering gigs, or to say whatever holidays coming up on your social media content, you should be ahead of the curve and already pre-selling catering jobs. If you deep fried turkeys, Bojangles already got they advertising up like they're gonna be deep fried. So then what else we got coming up? We got Black Friday sale. All right, a lot of us Black entrepreneurs miss out on that opportunity. So you want to use your social media pages with marketing in mind, networking in mind, and you want to go ahead and put your content out every day, every week, 7 days a week. Go ahead, Ashley. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you just answered it, the latter part of your statement. I was asking how often should we be advertising, because I normally advertise about something just about every day,
No, that's fine.
and put it on all of my different pages that I have. But you just answered that. I
Yeah,
didn't know if I was posting too much or you know.
yeah. Just good question. So you don't want to sell, meaning you want to add enough content that you're giving value. And then, yeah, so if you add in, say, 3 to 4 post value content in a day, then yeah, you can add advertising every day. And I do the same thing. But see, like I said, I post a lot of content, like sharing value, like telling people about some tips, whatever. And then, yeah, then you can add. But just say, if you're only going to do 1 post a day, it should not be said. So if you're
Okay.
doing multiple posts each day throughout the day, yes, 1 or 2 of them should be about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
yes, ma'am. All right. Anybody else have any specific questions? Any questions about target market? Any questions about market segmentation? How to qualify a lead? what you should be posting on your Facebook, on your LinkedIn, who you should be
I,
adding.
I have a question.
Okay.
I have a question about how do you go about getting leads from LinkedIn? Like, what is the process you do with that?
Okay. You sound like Cabernet. What's going on?
Nothing much. Nothing much. How you doing?
All right, and you are late up, so you missed the first 2 hours. So I'll get with
2 hours. Hold up. I had 6 o'clock.
No, oh yeah, so you must have got. Oh, I must have sent you the second one. But no,
Yes.
I'll get with you on that one-on-one. Like well, I'll send you the video recording.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
talked about. I'll cover it real quick. Sorry, on LinkedIn. All right, so and this is for YouTube person. So on LinkedIn, at the top of the LinkedIn box, you have like the search box. You want
Right.
to use that the same way you use Google search. So, for instance, if you're looking for catering gigs, you want, just say the National Guard Armory in your town. Like I said, I used to be in the Army. I know they hire people for catering. That means you want to look up either the decision maker by title or the gatekeeper by title. So I just say if I'm trying to get in the Army, most people have an administrator, like office manager, assistant manager. So I just say if I'm looking for office managers for the Army, I'm gonna put office manager for National Guard Armory in South Carolina. It's gonna bring up everybody with that title, and then I'm gonna just add those people. And then the next day I'm gonna send them my elevator pitch. Like, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is how I can help. So for instance, in your case, you would just say you add an office manager that office managers probably do most of the logistics and administrative work for the decision maker. So they will also be the gatekeeper. So if you're trying to find out who do they use for their holidays for catering gigs, you're going to be dealing with the office manager. That means when you're going to add all the office managers that come up, when you put office managers in whatever city and state, and then you click on people. So on LinkedIn, on the search box, you put in that title, office managers in this city and state, click on people, and then all the people that come up, you're just gonna add. Then the next day you'll see your elevator pitch, like, my name is blah, blah, blah. I am the owner operator of this, and this company. We offer these services. Who does your catering for holidays? All right, she's gonna say, nice to meet you. We don't have a caterer this year. Then you're gonna try to get her on the phone. That way you can either bring a sample by for her to taste or send your catering menu.
Gotcha.
All right, in your case, Ms. Jackson, that does, you do furniture. All right, just say, you would probably, all right, so the people you would want to add would be like interior decorators, property managers. So you, like I talked earlier about MVP. So the type of people you want to add to your platform would be people that would most likely want or need your products or services and that can afford it. And then it's a special case called MVPs, meaning the people that do spend the most money in that industry. So if you're in the furniture and appliance business, people that spend the most money in that industry would be commercial, like would say commercial realtors. They probably, since they rent out real estate, that means people that move into the new building, they're going to need furniture and appliances. So if you connect with more commercial realtors, that's going to be a big lead source to sell more furniture and appliances. All right, property managers, wholesalers. You want to connect with people that's going to either buy the most of what you sell or be able to refer the most people based on what you sell and market. All right. All right. Anybody got any more questions before we close out? And what I'm gonna do is, since we had a few people jump in a little earlier, I'm gonna send out the guide, and then I'll send out, and then I'll do another, just say, extra 30 minutes on, just say we'll do next Sunday. Because we had a few people jumping in, even though we did about 2 hours. All right, what you got, Ashley?
You mentioned podcasts. You mentioned about starting your own podcast or speaking on a podcast.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, as far as seeking out those people, would that be? Do you recommend like doing like a search engine, like on those on social media for
Oh
podcasts,
yeah,
or
no,
do you
I
would
would
you
just ask
recommend?
for recommendations. So like, remember on Facebook and LinkedIn,
Hmm.
like you can just ask directly, hey, who has a podcast dealing with uh legal, like legal issues, social issues, and then let the friends and family add recommendations, and then everybody in there, they say they'll start adding people in the comment section like, oh, such and such got a podcast, such and such. Matter of fact, I'll do one on my Facebook page. Usually when I do it, I might get like 30 to 50 different people that got podcasts. Now, all right, you want to be specific to the ones that talk about the issues or situations that you want to be in, as far as providing legal services. So you ask specifically. Then also you can look, I just say on Facebook and LinkedIn, use the search box, like you said, and you want to put podcasts, like legal podcasts or podcasts that discuss legal issues. All right. And then the more and more you speak on those, like I said, they usually will send you like the video clip of it. So that's part of your marketing too, because now you're branded as an expert. So you want to look at a podcast the same way you would a TV or radio interview. It gives you the
Okay.
opportunity to get more exposure based on your expertise.
Okay.
Mhm.
I thought about starting up one myself, but I just hadn't gotten around to it.
Well, that would be smart. Okay, a podcast for you would look just like me sitting here talking business, because that's my thing. So, all right, just say you can get a, and I can help you set up. You just base, all right, you get a Zoom. All right, you're on this side, and then you might have people asking questions about legal stuff. All right, now and then you can do workshops or whatever where you present information like, okay, this is what you do when you're in an accident, as far as personal injury. This is what you do when you're dealing with these type of issues, or these are the laws you need to know for this state. So you give out value, leave a little time for a question and answer, and you can do that right over a Zoom session. You can drop the video into YouTube. That's a podcast also. So when you think podcast, you don't necessarily have to be in a studio, have a microphone, have a videographer. You can do it from your phone, from your computer, through Zoom. Press, same thing with you. All right. So just say in the food industry, since food is pretty connected to entertainment, fun, games, I would just have fun with it. You already showing them behind the scenes of, hey, this is what I do on a day to day. Just call it a podcast, and then you actually record the content, and you got a name for it. It could be the name of your business, and so you basically develop your own tribe or your community of people. Be like, oh man, let me go see what she's talking about on IG, and just like, so your podcast, it doesn't necessarily have to even be in one place. It can be just videos recorded of you doing what you do, and people will start to follow you. Like one of my homeboys, he's the turkey wing man. So Precious, so one of my guys, he's called the turkey wing man, turkey wing guy here in Columbia, and he done have like 8 food trucks, 2 restaurants. Corey probably about 33. He's also, so since he's built up such a momentum, he's also a celebrity chef. So he got Cardi B flying him out. He got Master P flying him out, Lil Baby, Da Baby. But he basically he built up his social media. In this case, he focused on IG. So certain social media is consistent with certain industries. So just say if your business is more visual, like food, clothes, hair, IG and Facebook is going to get you more traction. All right. If you got a more professional business like legal services, cleaning services, LinkedIn is going to get you more traction. All right. Facebook is kind of neutral. Now, professional services, remember LinkedIn was already geared towards business and professional. So that's why in most of my strategies, I talk about LinkedIn because they was already ready for that. Now, visual, like I said, food business, fitness business, IG, and Facebook. So you want to be more visual, meaning you want to show pictures working out, people you're helping working out, uh, food. So if you got a visual product or service, you want to show and tell. Professional service, they're gonna focus more on your content and your expertise. So yes, you want to do podcasts to exercise your expertise. You want to write more organic content to speak your expertise.
I go live a lot, Mr. Tim. How do you start a podcast? I go live a lot on the paper on Facebook. I need to learn how to do Instagram more.
Yeah.
Instagram got
Instagram.
it going
Only thing
on.
you want, if you already go live, like I said, you don't have to have it all in one area. You just go live, just more videos you're doing. But just say now, a podcast would be okay. You all right? Just say the videos record on your phone. You would just start a YouTube channel. That way, you can upload the videos to YouTube. That way, the people that don't catch it live, they can catch it on your YouTube channel. So, the only thing you would need to do is set up a YouTube channel. You already going live on IG, so you got your IG following. Just keep going live. So showing them, but now, all right, just say since if you're training people to start a catering business or a food truck, start your YouTube channel, but you want to basically lock yours to where you can just give away the free content that you want to give away, but those videos can also add up to be a video course that you can sell. Because like I actually am helping Corey do his, where it's like he's showing people how to become a celebrity chef. So he gives away free videos and content on his IG and YouTube, but the video course material that is going to help you actually, become a celebrity chef, you got to pay for that. So yeah, you give away your short videos, IG, YouTube, but like the stuff like if you showing somebody how to pass a DHEC inspection, if you do put that on YouTube, you want to lock that because that's more of your paid content.
What's his name? Corey what?
Corey, I call him LeBeau.
Text it to me when you get a chance.
Corey LeBeau. Yeah, I seen his IG, but yeah, he flies out all the time. Like any celebrity that come to Columbia, South Carolina, he cooking for them. Like
Yeah.
He's actually trying to get out of the food business for whatever reason, but he's been doing it. He's been doing it for years. He fly all over. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna wrap it up. Like I said, I'm gonna send a guide, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a extra hour next week. So next Sunday. But since some people jumped on late, I'm gonna send the guide out that way y'all can kind of understand everything that we talked about and see it on paper, and then plus the notes and the video that you get from today. And then I'll just do a follow-up video, like 30 minutes to an hour next Sunday, probably about the same time. And then we'll just go straight to questions. That way, all right, optimizing profile, social media engagement. Y'all been looked at the video, the content, and then we'll have more specific questions and I'll run through. All
What
right.
time is it where you at? It's 6:19 in Memphis. So what time is it where you at?
7:19. Oh no, we've been on this call like 2 hours.
So I jumped in on at 5 Memphis time, 5:05. So y'all was already started. Okay, we got different time.
Yeah. So that's why on the because I said 5 Eastern time. So what are y'all, Central or what?
Yeah, it's 6:19 here. We're an hour
Yeah,
apart.
Central.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, that's why I'm gonna do an extra. I do a whole another hour next week. So this got me like 2 hours 20 minutes. So I'm gonna send you the video. Text me your email. I'm gonna send the video, the guide, and then like the time for next week. And like I said, we'll just do a continuation. That way.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Well, I definitely enjoyed y'all. Like I said, next week when we do it, just be a little more interactive. If you got questions, if you want to text them to me before, that's fine, and I'll address them on the call. Or when we're going over everything, if you got any questions, because like usually the best content will come out if I can be interactive. Cause like I teach this so much, I know it. I just want to make sure y'all getting what y'all need to know. All right. So any questions about like anything that we talk about lead generation, text it to me, or when I email the guy, email it back. That way, when we do it next week, we can just go straight to what y'all need to know. All right.
Okay, sounds great.
All right. I appreciate y'all, and
Have a
I'll get
blessed
all
day.
the information out to you.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, we got to talk. I want to know more about retirement options. I know you
Yes,
said,
ma'am.
I know you said,
Oh, SEP IRA. Matter of fact, and
401k and IRA.
yeah,
You
I'm gonna
said
give.
self IRA?
It's got a SEP IRA, SEP IRA. It's basically like a business 401k. But I'm gonna also send you. I'm gonna send you my financial advisor too, because he'll really kind of explain everything to you. So I'll send you what I know plus him.
Okay.
All right, and then like I
Send
said,
that
we
to
can
me
do a
too.
whole another session, a continuation, so that way I get you your extra hour and all that.
Okay.
All right, appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Have a blessed